Marvel has built the greatest franchise in cinema history. 33 films, billions of dollars, and a universe so carefully constructed that fans have spent years mapping every single connection. But here's what they don't want you to think about. There are holes in this universe so big, so obvious, and so completely ignored that it's almost impressive. Today on Movix Guy, we're going through every massive MCU plot hole Marvel has never explained. And some of these will genuinely make you question everything. Let's start with the one that still has no answer. Doctor Strange's spell in Spider-Man No Way Home had one clear rule. It pulls people to the MCU who knew Peter Parker's true identity. That's the entire logic of the film. But Electro arrived without ever knowing who Spider-Man was. In his original film, his identity was never revealed to him. Not once. And yet, there he was, standing in the MCU, with zero explanation. Then Venom showed up with the same problem, also pulled through without ever knowing Parker's identity. Two characters, one rule. Both broke it. Marvel has never addressed this. Not in interviews, not in a Disney Plus special, not anywhere. It just happened, and we were expected to move on. This one involves science, and Marvel breaking its own rules in the exact same film they created them. Ant-Man established that Pym particles compress the space between atoms, meaning a shrunken person retains their full mass. That's why a tiny Scott Lang punches with the force of a full-grown man. But in the same film, Hank Pym pulls a miniaturized military tank from a keychain. A tank that weighs dozens of tons, now keychain-sized, but somehow light enough to carry in a pocket. If the mass rule is real, that tank should be impossible to lift. Marvel established a law of physics, then snapped it in half 20 minutes later, and kept snapping it across every Ant-Man film that followed. Here is one that involves the most expensive piece of real estate in New York. The sale of Avengers Tower was established as a massive deal in Spider-Man: Homecoming. Fans debated for years who bought it: Oscorp, the Baxter Foundation, someone connected to the larger MCU story. Nobody bought it. On screen, anyway. The tower simply stopped appearing, quietly replaced in the background with the real-world MetLife building, and the mystery buyer was never revealed. In a franchise that tracks everything, that remembers a throwaway line from 2012 and pays it off in 2019, an entire skyscraper just got silently forgotten. And the biggest one, the one that nobody in the MCU seems to care about. Since Eternals, there has been a giant stone celestial god poking out of the Earth's crust, partially emerged from the ocean, visible from space. Thor didn't respond. The Avengers didn't respond. Every hero who appeared in a film after Eternals walked through a world where a dead space god is literally sticking out of the planet, and not one of them acknowledged it. It is the single most visually enormous event in MCU history, and the franchise has collectively decided to pretend it never happened. The multiverse saga has only made things worse. More content, more rules, more contradictions piling on top of each other. And with Avengers, Doomsday arriving December 18th, 2026. The question isn't just whether Doom can save the multiverse, it's whether Marvel can finally clean up the mess they've been ignoring for years. Subscribe to Movix Guy. We notice everything Marvel hopes you won't.